I give you one example. In Rig Veda, there is one prayer describing the ultimate reality. Now it is they have to use the word. Now what he says is Sahastra Shirasa Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad. He says ultimate reality has 1,000 heads, 2,000 eyes, 2,000 hands. Now literally if you want to understand this, you will not reach to any confusion. What it wants to say is that it is omnipotent and omnipresent. There is nothing where that ultimate reality is not there. You cannot conceive of a smallest part where it does not reside. And that thing becomes clear when the further Richa explains that how is the form of Brahman, they name it Brahman. What is the form of Brahman? They say, Neti Neti iti Brahman. Na iti. That means this is not Brahman, this is not Brahman, this is also not Brahman, this is also not Brahman, this is also not Brahman. Now you can take it, then nothing is Brahman. It can be, a meaning can be drawn. But what he wants to say, the whole is Brahman. You cannot divide it, you cannot seclude it. You cannot locate it only there, it is there in the temple only, it is only in the mosque, it is only in the church. No. It is everywhere, omnipotent and omnipresent. उर्दू में एक शेर है, शाकी शराब पीने दे मस्जिद में बैठकर, या वो जगह बता दे जहाँ पर खुदा न। This is the concept of the philosophy, that you cannot conceive anything. Everything is Brahman. Everything is that ultimate reality. And when everything is that ultimate reality, question of me and you does not come. We all are one. See, this is the idea which they want to generate. Unity in diversity is the purpose of all Upanishads. You see things many, but try to explore that point where we are united. We have come from the same source, everyone. And this idea is propagated in all the Upanishads, that whatever differences are appearing, they are all imaginary. You go deeper, you will find that all creation is one. You cannot think there is a division. Whatever you see as a division is only artificially created by us, by our mind, by our ego. But really speaking, there is no diversity. There is a unity in diversity, and that unity is a focal point to be explored of Indian culture. We have to find out, not merely theoretically, but also at the experience level. You know, if merely there is an intellectual understanding, it will never change you to transform. Never. Because many things intellectually we understand. We read in the books, we understand, yes, this is like that. Many things are there. But that only is at the periphery, at the intellectual level. That understanding does not go deep. Once it goes deep, it becomes inseparable part of your personality. And once it becomes inseparable part of your personality, That is called sanskar. Then you start behaving accordingly. Then there is no artificiality. But that requires practice.